Noise-canceling headphones are one of those must-have products for office workers, travelers, and yes, even parents trying to get some peace and quiet at home. They allow you to block out surrounding noise so you can focus on the task at hand or listen to some music or a podcast. Bose has been a leader in this space for decades, and the Bose 700 noise-canceling headphones represent the next generation of noise cancellation in headphones. The Bose 700 headphones retail for $379 but you can often find them on sale throughout the year and especially in the run-up to the holidays. So let's dive into the main features of these headphones, what sets them apart, any downsides that we've run into while using them, and then ultimately I'll give you my recommendation on whether or not you should pick up a pair. When I first took out my Bose 700 headphones, I immediately noticed how striking these things are. For a pair of over-the-ear headphones, Bose managed to slim down the headband and make the overall design look thinner than previous generations, giving them a more modern take on the classic over-the-ear design the company has been using for the past couple of years. They're probably the best-looking pair of noise-canceling headphones out there today. When I put them on for the first time, they felt comfortable, just like the previous pairs of Bose headphones I've had in the past. When you put them on, you can pretty much leave them there for hours, so typically during the workday when I want to block out noise in the office or take work calls, I can leave these things on for hours and still have them feel comfortable. Part of the reason for this is the material that Bose uses for the headband as well as the ear cups. They're super comfortable and the headphones don't weigh too much, so they don't strain your neck or anything when wearing them for hours on end. When you set up your headphones, you'll need to use the Bose Music app, available for both Android and iOS. There you'll be able to download the latest software for your headphones as well as easily update settings. Over the past 6 months, I haven't found the need to use the Bose Music app all that much, only going in on occasion to change or adjust a couple of settings. Another interesting thing about the design with these headphones is that Bose changed up the buttons a bit. The power button is the top button on the back of the right ear cup. Click it once to turn on the headphones and you'll hear this nice string cord letting you know that the headphones have turned on. Click it again to turn the headphones off. While the headphones are on, you can hold down the power button until you hear the Bluetooth pairing mode sound, which will allow you to pair them with your other devices. You can also pair them to 2 devices at a time and can easily toggle which device you would like to pair to from the Bose Music app. The next button to talk about on them is the bottom button on the back of the right ear cup. This is the Assistant button. You can install either the Amazon Assistant or the Google Assistant on the headphones directly, as opposed to just using that button to trigger the Assistant on the phone that's connected to the headphones, although you do have the option to do that in the Bose Music app settings. Now, I primarily use the Google Assistant, and they work great on the Bose 700s. You can get the Google Assistant on them either using an Android or an iOS device, and I've tested it on both and they both work well, although primarily over the 6 months of use that we've had with these Bose 700 headphones, I've been using an Android device. Now the right ear cup does have a few more controls that you can do on it. You can raise and lower the volume on it by swiping your finger up and down on the surface of the cup, double tap to play and pause music and media, and swipe forward to skip ahead a track and swipe back to skip back. All of these gestures actually work quite well, and over the past 6 months of using the headphones, I haven't run into any issues with the headphones misinterpreting my inputs. Now, the last button that's really interesting on these headphones is the bottom left ear cup button. This button allows you to switch between 3 different noise cancellation presets. The noise cancellation on these headphones are amazing. You have 10 different levels of noise cancellation you can set the headphones to through the app. You can select your 3 favorite settings, and these can be changed from the Bose Music app under the Favorites section. Now, a word of warning, if you've never used a noise cancellation feature on a set of headphones before, my recommendation would be to keep the level of noise cancellation low the first time you put on the headphones. You may experience a feeling of eardrum suck if you have a higher setting to start off. Now, if you do feel an odd sensation like that, don't worry, your eardrums are actually going to be okay as long as you don't have the volume up too high, of course. For whatever reason, when you use higher amounts of noise cancellation and higher intensity, that increases the likelihood that some people are going to feel effects from it. I actually experienced a bit of that when I first used them and turned the noise cancellation all the way up, but I found that I've gotten used to them them after a while, and when I lowered the noise cancellation intensity just a bit, which helped. Now, let's say you're listening to music at your desk and someone walks over to come and talk with you, or you're on an airplane and you want to hear the pilot's announcement. Bose has actually built in a conversation mode for these scenarios. If you hold down the button on the left ear cup, your music will stop and the sound from the surrounding environment will fade in. When you're done listening to the outside environment, long press that button again and the sound in your environment will fade out and your music will begin playing again. Alright, next let's talk sound. Overall, I'd say these are a fantastic set of headphones for sound. The audio is crisp, clear, you'll hear detail that you'll often miss in cheaper headphones, and overall, what can I say? They just sound great. For some, they might not sport enough bass with their default setting. However, in the 6 months I've owned my pair, Bose has rolled out an update that adds an EQ setting in the Bose Music app that allows you to adjust the EQ of your headphones. So if you want to up the bass, now you can. Alright, so what are some other things I like about these headphones? One is range. I can connect my headphones to my phone, leave my phone here on the desk, and then walk to a couple of other rooms in my residence and still hear the audio playing without any distortion or disruptions. Probably the best and most unexpected use I've found for these headphones is for work calls while working remotely during the pandemic. They're perfect for blocking out any sounds from neighbors, etc., but they also have a fantastic microphone, so the audio quality is quite good. Bose uses a total of 10 microphones to block out sound around you and also isolate your voice from background noise. Here's a test of what they sound like compared to some earbuds.
All right, so here's a quick test of how the Bose 700 headphones sound when recording them through QuickTime on my iMac. All right, and here's how the AirPods, just the regular AirPods, second generation, this is how they sound when you record them through QuickTime on an iMac. All right, so here's a quick test of how the Pixel Buds second generation released in 2020 sound when recording them through QuickTime on my iMac.
The battery life of these headphones is also quite good. They have a 20-hour battery, and that's about what I've gotten on a full charge. You can charge them with USB-C, which is great, and a 15-minute quick charge will give you about 3.5 hours of listening time. To fully charge the headphones will take about 2.5 hours. Alright, well those are pretty much all of the things I really like about these headphones and the features that I think make them stand out. Now let's take a look at some of the downsides I've experienced while using the Bose 700 headphones. One occasional issue that I've run into with these headphones is when I'm on a call on my computer and my phone starts ringing. It's easy to forget that my phone is also connected to my headphones at the same time, and the work call audio will cut out and I'll hear my phone ringing on the headphones. It takes a second to get the headphones to start playing the work call again, which means I'll miss out on some part of it. Now, the only major issue I've run into with these headphones is with the original pair I bought that was refurbished by Bose. They had this popping, bubbling noise coming from the right ear cup that was just constantly there. The noise occurred regardless if the headphones were connected to a device or if noise cancellation was on or off. Now, thankfully, Bose did send me a replacement pair when I shipped the original pair I bought back to them, and the replacement pair they gave me was actually a brand new pair of the Bose 700's headphones as opposed to just giving me another pair of refurbished ones, which was pretty nice. And I hadn't had any issues with that pair for months until the week we filmed the review for the Bose 700 headphones. The problem showed up again, except this time the bubbling, crackling noise is now in the left ear cup, where on the refurbished pair I originally bought, it was in the right ear cup. So I contacted Bose again. They are going to ship me out a third pair when I ship this pair back, and fingers crossed that that pair doesn't develop the issue that this pair did. But this all brings me to whether or not I recommend the Bose 700 headphones, and unfortunately I just can't. Given the issues I've run into over the past 6 months with multiple pairs of these headphones, I can't recommend them. Now, it is possible I may just have been unlucky. I just got 2 bad pairs of headphones and this third pair is going to be really good, but I don't know at this point. And it's weird because I've been a Bose customer for 10 years now, at least 10 years. I bought speakers, computer speakers, and another previous pair of noise canceling headphones from them. I have the QC15s, and none of the other Bose products I've bought I've run into any issues with. So this is definitely a weird thing to be going through. And I do have to say that Bose customer service throughout this experience has been fantastic. They've been very easy to work with. And one nice thing when you get a replacement product sent out to you from Bose for a faulty one, the warranty for that replacement product does start when you get it, as opposed to that product just kind of being under the original warranty of the original product I bought 6 months ago. So at least that's nice, but yeah, it sucks. I really like everything else about these headphones, but I ultimately can't recommend them given the issues I've had with them. I will continue to update the progress when we get our third pair, and I'll leave that in a comment below in the coming months to give you an update on if those are better and if I'm running into any more issues with them. All right, well, I hope you found this video informative and helpful, and if you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button below and subscribe to the channel to see more 6 months later reviews of tech products like this one. For 6 months later, I'm Josh Tedder. Thanks for watching.